you have and appreciating Sam. So right about time, we need to be sure you are not being selfish with what you've got and the opportunity you have. And I want to feel you right now as a distributor of blessing by getting into the group, respective group right now, right about time. I'm beginning to pull people out. I want us to get in there and begin to pull people out in mass. Let's get into our group, starting from our main WhatsApp group right now. Let's get there and let people know the trend as actually mobilize people out. Let's get right in there now and mobilize people. So, in the next 2 minutes, I want you to achieve that. Get right into the groups from our main group, drop notification that the training has started, and then get into your own personal group. Be sure you don't come alone because tonight there'll be a lot of take home. Okay, so let's get that done in the next 2 minutes. Okay, I'll wait for you. In case you are just joining us now, the message is straight up. Get right into the respective and be sure you are well represented tonight. Don't come for a training like this and leave your leaders behind. You are not doing yourself any good. Network marketing is not a business for feeding. It's not a business for car award. It's not a business for house award. It's not a business for travels. That is what hungry people look for in network marketing business. That is what amateur look for in network marketing business. Network marketing business is a business model that has proven to be so viable in giving ordinary people, average people, extraordinary lifestyle, turning average Joe to mean of affluence and influence through our confluencing system. That is the key game. But the bad news is that many people don't understand the power of this platform, this system. And because of the thickness of poverty in our land, people are more concerned about food. So we have more of Esau's kind of networkers. Esau. We have more of Esau's networkers than the Jacob's networkers. It's not enough for you to read the scripture and start blaming Esau for mortgaging his birthright over a plate of porridge beans. And all names they are UK, why you say yourself on that list and make that you have made a better decision. But every other day, your decision is no way even close to that of Esau. Your decision is even worse than that of Esau. So my assignment tonight is to helping you understand what is it you've got through this opportunity and maximizing SEM. So like I said, be sure you are well represented. Go out there, pull in your people, be sure you are well represented. It doesn't do you any good if you are the only one that knows what you are doing in your team. I'm going to be a little hard on us tonight because I've seen some things that naturally got me pissed. I've seen some things that naturally got me pissed. I'm going to be a little hard on us because I want the best for us. The very best and nothing less. The very best for us. So be sure here. And I'm going to speak to you from the point of practicality and from the point of factuality, and our conversation will be knowledge-based. Remember, the formula is straight up. Why we are here is to understand a system, the need to owning a system to growing your business, because without a system, you won't go far. Trust me, without a system, you will not go far in anything you do. Almost anything you know that works is built on a system. You have a television in your house, you don't pray for it to come alive as long as there is a supply of electricity. You just click a button, the television comes alive because it is built on a system. You have a car. When you are going out, it's not prayer you need for the car to come alive. When you are praying for God's safety, that as presence of the Lord should go out with you and bring you home safely, but not that the car should come, the ignition should come on. All right? Because, like a friend would jokingly say, it is not every kind of cars that witches and wizards can attack. I don't know what kind of car you're driving. All right? If you're driving a 1900 car, all right, that is behind time, tiny demons can affect the car, but there's still a kind of car you drive. Imagine driving a cherub or Rolls Royce. Cherub. Those small demons don't have powers over them. That's the conversation we're having here. So I want you to take it very serious. Mr. Manuel, please be on the standby. Can you see my screen? I want to be sure you are seeing my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
Manuel,
I can see your screen.
be on standby, bro.
Visible.
All right. What are you seeing now?
Welcome to
Igoglobal membership training.
Okay. What are you seeing now?
Same thing.
Okay. All right. So, has anything changed?
Yes.
Yes.
The reason for this training is to expose you to our system. I told you before that there is surplus money in our plan. Some of you doubted it. When we reviewed the plan to make the business more stable, some of you doubted the fact that there is still money in the plan. But I think today, those doubting Thomases has been settled. Is that they should be able to have system in place in Igoglobal to help people create wealth that you become a suspicion in your area. I know you don't understand me, but it won't be too long. You'll become a suspicion in your area. My assignment tonight is to show you how you will achieve this without overworking. Because a lot of us are making money, but we're overworking. And that's not our wish for you. So my assignment tonight is to show you how to achieve this without what? Without overworking. So I want to say a big welcome on board everyone that are part of this training tonight. I want to say a big welcome on board everyone that are part of this training tonight. That said, the first assignment you need to understand is the place why you need a system. To make you look smart. You have to travel. Nobody talks about system. What is system? What is system? Why is system needed here? Why are they always talking about system? The reason is simple. We understand how this works. Why people don't go too far in their career. The highest you hear is car, house, travel. Why you see 5 people who started year in 2 years later, 3 years, they have to join another one, another one, join. There's no retirement in view. Is because they didn't build their businesses on systems. Sometimes when they leave, the business leaves them. The structure is more like that of traders community. They are building a community of traders, a community of marketers. The community of science, they tend to know everything that happens to drive volume. But when a system is built on a business is built on a system, the business climb on autopilot structure, and results begin to speak to a point that even you that build the system at a point you won't have control over it again. I like to grab your indulgence for a while to take a look. We always ask this question when we are sharing this opportunity, is to prepare your mind. And we like to also add that when we're asking, would you mind to empty your mind for 30 to 45 minutes to learn a secret that can change your life forever? The reason of this is to prepare the person's mind. And then we also like to ask another follow-up question to condition the person's mind until it towards one direction that you want to achieve. The point is that an average person does not like grammar in business presentation. Show me the money. But the bad news is if I show you the money without showing you the work, without showing you the system, you may see the money, you may end up seeing the money and not knowing how to make it yours. So we ask this constructive question. It's just that I can't flit. If I'm able to present the proper way, you will have seen the way it comes out. It doesn't come out like two questions. It comes out like first, asking you a direct question that is directed at your prospect you are talking to. The second question is the one that is directed at his own people. You are using this slide to introduce network marketing to your prospect. But it is something you are doing in a very systematic way. You want to show your prospect, introduce network marketing, but you are doing it in a very systematic way that doesn't make your prospect ever feel that you are discussing network marketing. Because the truth is, as much as people wants to do network marketing, very many people don't even want to. Mirage. We have a lot of bastard around this space. The space has been made some bunch of failures, something for illiterate, something for people that didn't go too far, that and things are not going well for. So doing well person to seeing network, you need to have a system and approach that will make that person even pay attention to looking at the opportunity. The good news is that once they take a look at your system, not your business now, because where some of us misses it is you are trying to present Igoglobal as the superior network marketing company in the world. You may miss it because Mr. B may be in love with another company because of their products or because of some people in the business. It may just be that it's comfortable with it. It's like people liking a color. Someone can just like a logo of a product, a brand of a product. If you're now coming and start from the condemning point, comparative analysis, you will end up missing the person. You don't condemn. The only thing that is lacking in our industry that we saw before we came was that we have great companies with great comp plan, with great product, with great management team, but no company with a working system for Africans. For Africans. And that is the gap we are here to fill. Coming up with a business model and with a system that will make it work for Africans. And I want you to pay attention to what we have to show you. Poverty is so alarming in Africa. Nigeria, as great as a nation as we are, vast majority of us are poor, and our people are poor. So the only language most people understand is money. That is anything short money. Don't beat just money, put it straight. And people are willing and ready to doing hard things just to earn money. Why we show you this is to condition the mind from ahead and letting you know there's money to be made. We look like a simple business system where you can 1,000 or 50 million to 150 to 100 million dollars income in just 24 months or less. And will you know two people that also wants to earn such income? We are trying to grab your attention. We are talking 24 months, but you know we are less than a year. Some people have made over 20M from Igoglobal in less than a year. But less than a year. Some people have already dusted it. So we are just being modest. We are being very, very modest. And then what do we do next? We try to let you see, we now bring you into a brand. We introduce you to our brand. All right. What is this brand about? This brand was an idea that now has grown to become what? A republic. It was an idea that grown to become a community who has now become a republic with a simple vision of creating living legends, transforming lives globally daily. The reason is simple. Maybe to you, you are not still doubting whether your life is going to be recreated here. But I want to crave your indulgence to just be patient with us for 2 years. I am not joking. Some of you here will be confused. If not for training you are getting, some of you here will have gotten to a point where money will become your problem. You know, there are two things about money. Lack of it can be a problem. Too much of it can be another major problem. And that's why we are going into deep training, helping you know that 1 billion is not too much in money, just that your father didn't have it. But that your father didn't have it, other people's fathers had it. That you'll not make 2 billion in your entire lifetime before. Add together all you have earned. It's not enough that a law reason to say people don't earn it in monthly. That there are people that make money in billions monthly. That's the idea, is to helping you understand. But all I'm saying is be patient. Welcome to Igoglobal. Indeed, we are more than just a network. We are more than just a network. We are a movement on motion. We are more than just a network. Soon as you get to understand me. Our vision is about you. Is helping you live, of total well-being on your own terms through a profitable consumerism system. This is strange. Most of us, you may not connect it because on every company you enter, you hear retail profits. When you buy them, if you buy them 12,000, you can sell it 20,000. Retail profit. The point is this: the reason this space has not worked for very many is that this space has attracted a lot of traders, a lot of marketers. But the bad news is that marketers don't go for network marketing. Don't get carried away with those paycheck of 1 million in just 1 month. They have earning 1 million. In 2 months, they are earning 2 million. In 3 months, they are making 10 million. Don't get carried away with those. That's not network marketing. Marketers don't go far. Most cases, the money they are making come from active income quadrant. They have worked their life out. Some of them don't have time again for their marriages. Some of them don't have time again for their wives. I have one like that will travel everywhere in the name of building a network because it does not have a system. It does the whole work himself. So what is our advice? Nothing grows and gets sustained without being built on a system. When a marketer comes, we want them to understand that it's good to have marketing skill, but until they can understand how to build it, because everybody are not wired to easily talk to anybody without feeling anything. It's not everybody that are wired like that. It's not everybody. So if you are wired like that, it doesn't mean everybody like that. And those that are not wired like that are not useless. But it's just because you have not even read any books that borders on temperament. Borders on temperament for you to know that God designed people to function differently. And the way we are is in consonant with our inside grace, our talent. There are people that are under the sanguine categories. Sanguine are naturally salespeople. They are charismatic, they are jovial, they are room lighters. They get into a space, everybody's laughing. When they are there, not there, you know they are not there. They are jokers, they crack jokes, they are comedians. If you throw something at them, they don't need to think. They can spontaneously respond to whatever you ask them to do, and they may get it right. Those are sanguine. But it is not only sanguine that make up, the human race. They are melancholics, they are phlegmatics, they are cholerics. There are other people that are also there. Sanguine are very emotional people. They can easily cry over a situation, cry for your matter. They can easily also laugh easily. But there's another group called choleric that don't cry when everybody are crying. They need to know why they are crying, if at all they will. Even if they are a child, you can beat them. They really cry. The thing doesn't hit them like that. It's you that think you are beating them hard. But a choleric child is naturally strong and imbuedly strong because God designed to be able to be durable to withstand the assignment in life. In the military, in paramilitary, good chunk of people that naturally inclined, just naturally feel safe in that space are cholerics. If they kill, okay, they carry gun, shoot, do. They are just like playing game. The instruction was kill. They don't attach main emotion to things. They are strong leaders. They are strong-willed people, and when they take a position, they don't easily shift. They don't like anything that makes them. They are egoistic people. They don't like anything that They are not good marketers. They don't like marketing. Anything that wants to make them go to people they don't want. They want the world to come to them. They want to control everything and control everybody. But those are people that when you get them to understanding network marketing, I can give it to you. Boom, you've gotten a leader. Because these guys, they are not easily pushed away by weathers of life. They can stand and endure and break through. Because they take delight in even the tough moment. And their joy is always when they scale through, how they scale through, and they succeed where most other people fail. Because most time, can you imagine like now in Igoglobal, somebody that for any reason left, maybe stop the business or because we work on the plan to make it better. Right now, some of them will have started regretting. And nothing has happened yet to give us another 6 months. I am not joking. It will be difficult for another company to compete with us. Give us another 6 months to 1 year and watch. The vision is about you. The vision is to raise men of great substance. The business has a destination. We are not one of those companies that are just out. Our destination is defined. We are envisioning a future, which may be in 5 years or 10 from today, where in every city, we are going to have every city family across the continent that we are going into, other countries as we expand. This is one of the reasons I want you to take this thing serious. Why do people succeed in network? Before you can talk of succeeding in network, you need to first understand the traditional system, the traditional structure of marketing. Most people falls into that category. The traditional is that the product is manufactured by company A, and company B is selling the product as a major distributor, and that company B can be a national distributor, and it will have a regional distributor like in Nigeria, maybe 6 regional distributors, who in turn will have state distributors. Those states will now have maybe retailers at local government level. And before you know, a bottle of Coca-Cola that left Coca-Cola at 50 naira may end up in the hand of a consumer at 300 naira. That factor in all those. And in most cases, close to 60%, 50 to 60% of the revenue that comes in is out, are pushed out for what? Sales and marketing. All those in the chain forms that ecosystem. They need to be sorted. And that explains why the product is always inflated at the price it gets to a consumer. But what stands us out? What stands us out here is that we have another system, another model that network marketing follows. The company will still keep our profit. But this money, 60% that's supposed to go into marketing, advertisement on billboard, radio announcement, mega event sponsorship, brand ambassadorship, enlistment, and all those mega thing company does. As against we using that money, network marketing always set aside that budget for marketing for our brand partners, and that is where people are making money. That's like the money we pay today. We have many people that cross 100,000, many that cross 200, many that cross 500, many that cross 1 million. We have many people that cross 2 million today. The point is simple. It is from this budget that we pay. But the secret between this and the traditional method is that you need to have big money to play in this other space. Real big money to be a national distributor. You know what that means? Or a regional distributor. But here, anybody can start from nowhere and become somebody here. You can join with any package and you grow. That you need to pay attention to what we are doing is that you are busy laboring to build a pipeline for yourself. In the normal traditional network marketers can be likened to bucket carriers. People that are working for their tummy every time. And that explains why you keep hearing things like, in my career, I collected over 30 cars. You look at the person, straight won't kill him. Stress won't kill him. You don't collect 30 cars. And the next question I ask one is, if you add all the cars you collected, what will you say will be the total amount you've collected for cars. The total amount is not enough to buy one good car that we are talking about here. Total can't buy one good car. Because most cases the car is 5 million, 10 million car, 7 million, 20 million car. About million, 800 million, 1 billion, 1 point something billion through this cement industry. And the way it works is straight up. The way it works is straight up. The system is designed to bring us wealth. I understand it. I understand me. I understand you. Poverty is thick. Success is scarce in Africa. So it's enough for somebody to just make a little success. Everybody start clapping hands. Oh, you are more than what you think you are. You are more than where you think you are. You deserve something better. And that's why I want you to not to focus on the instant gravitation. You are building a pipeline from the east in my south area, in south. A pipeline was laid to the north. The northern Nigerians enjoy crude oil, enjoy oil byproduct, like that is being refined in the refinery. Boom, oil is pushed there. That's why they are not enjoying less. In fact, they enjoy more than some of us south. From Nigeria, a gas pipeline was built to supply gas to Europe. Gas pipeline to supply gas to Europe. It might have taken the company maybe 2 years to construct the pipe under the sea. But once that pipe was being constructed, profit galore. That's what you are doing. You know the good news? While you are building this pipe, you are not going to starve. You are never going to starve. I'm telling you, in the next 3 months, some of you will be earning in a month what maybe you did not earn in the last 3 years of your network experience. In where you thought you were doing well in the next 3 years. Just 3 months. Just watch out what will happen. You'll be seeing what happens as long as you're putting in the work. Why is this easy? It's because first, we are playing in an industry whose size is overwhelming. The health and wellness industry, far back 2022, stood at about $5.6 trillion. $5.6 trillion. That is crazy. There's a lot of money here. You know, somebody can be sick. Once you are sick, car is no longer important. House is no longer important. As long as there's something you can do to stay alive, you can sell. So any company that has products, when a company has succeeded in having a product that solves real-time problem, I can assure you of one good news. That company cannot go out of business. That is the big magic of our business. If you are coming to traditional and complementary medicine, which is where you find here, as back then, over half a trillion dollars. Over half a trillion dollars market size. And why should you pay attention to this? The world leaders are looking at this direction. October last year, our dear president unveiled 11 new natural products aimed to do what? Ease healthcare costs in Nigeria. King Charles was diagnosed of cancer and he opted for herbal medicine that the world leader have endorsed this. As I'm talking to you right now, what ECOWAS is investing heavily into research and development. They are organizing training for practitioners on how to, the guidelines for good practice on cultivation of herbal plants or medicinal plants, harvesting and method of processing and preservation. Because I tell you what, it's not enough for you to see that there is ginger in our product, and then you're think any ginger. You know how many types of ginger that exists? And you also know the environmental factors of the kind of ginger we use that makes it work. Those are the games that we don't explain further. There are factors. You know the processing methods, how it's being processed. Yes, we use leaf. You know how it's being processed to getting the result we are getting. Processing in a way that help you preserve the nutritional potency of the product. I'm now here to show you money. There is money in our plan. My assignment is to show you the money. Peradventure, you've forgotten. Number one, there's so much money to be made in Igoglobal pay plan. Weekly. There's so much. If I open up, is not showing. So I'm just trying to find a way. You know, you don't want to give. All right. So there's so much money to be made as a presidential class member, which is why we did this upgrade to help you upgrade to a package you can make more. You can make up to 2.8 million in a week and up to 11 million in a month. In a month that has like five weeks, you can make up to almost 14 million, 18 point something, 14 million thereabout in a single month. About 14 million from one bonus. There's money to be made here. Another crazy money, which is where we are driving this system to, is the one we call monthly retirement bonus or monthly retirement benefit. This one is one money that you must not miss. Where does this money come from? This money of construction with the end in mind. You build for now, but that is not how it works. You need to build your business with the end in mind. What is the end in this context? 3 years. I'm going to do this for 3 years consecutively. 3 years. Nobody ever amount to great thing in anything, in any industry that has not put in substantial time, substantial sacrifice, substantial energy into whatever it is they are doing. Nobody became a professional, nobody became celebrated in anything in life that has not put in substantial energy investment into that thing. Forget the name you call it. It's not enough to look at ABC Transport. ABC Transport. When I grew up, go and find out when it started. It's now going, it's almost everywhere, going to everywhere in Africa. Go find out when it started. Chisco. Go find out when it started. Go and find out when they started. UBA. It's not school. Whatever you call it, supermarket. Nobody just stumble on success, guys. Nobody just stumble on success. And these things the wealthy people know. And they know why there are so few wealthy people is because poor people don't have time to learning the principle that makes for wealth. Poor people. When I say poor people, it doesn't matter whether your father was rich or not, because you will have a rich father who understood the principle, but maybe he did not teach you, and you end up, you may have landed proper, you are poor in your mind. If they pick your thought and analyze it, your poverty feeler, you are an instant gravitation person. No. It doesn't work in anything. If you want to build wealth, if you want to get rich, you can do all those. And anybody can get rich. But if you want to build wealth, if you want to become wealthy, you need a system. That filling station down the street, AP, Mrs., Mobile, Total, that is a system, byproduct of a system. Fast food, Mr. Biggs, Tantalizer, that people are buying franchise now, that is a system. That is a system. I don't know what you want to call school. That is a system. Why do we send children to Unila? Why are we all dying to send our children to Covenant University? It's a system that works, has proven working. They are not working on the system now as much as they did 10 years ago. The system is running on autopilot. All they do now is to sustain the structure they have built. Any network whose tendency of earning money depends on your month-to-month input, month-to-month recruitment, month-to-month downline recruitment does not have a future for you. And almost every network marketing companies I can point out to, most of them I know of, they push you towards an end that will just make you a marketer. And very soon you get frustrated out. And then you look for another one. See this bonus you see on the screen, this particular bonus. It promises you over $500 million in a month as a lazy man. But as a businessman, you can make over £1 billion from this bonus in a month. How? That's where I'm bringing you to. I'm going to show you a system. But thinking about the sound of what I've just mentioned. You know, Igoglobal is about BREM. Did you just hear what I said now? Please get to the chat room. Give me that word, BREM, if you have me well. BREM. This is a business that is stealing towards taking you to the billionaire realm. Igoglobal conversation is stealing towards BREM. BREM. That is the dimension. That is the dimension. We are not a company that celebrate people for cars. Celebrate people. Those things are good. And why it may still make a lot of sense to some of you is because of where you are coming from. Some of you, you never grew up with a car. A car was a luxury. Few people had cars in your family, so it may look like a big deal. You're not getting it. Nobody. Car is a liability, guys. Has it bothered you to check it out yourself? What car was your father driving? What if he has kept that car as an inheritance for you? Hey, where will you be driving it to? Very serious occasion, right? That is the liability. We're talking about system here. Here we are conversing BREM. And we didn't stop there. This was what we did differently. We created a system. There are about 7 ways of doing it. The highest is about 831,000. But I want to show you a system that we put together for students. Just 51,000. You know, again, I got pissed when I see someone that claims to be in business and it doesn't matter that business. Life is about mathematical calculation. The number need to be clear. It's not enough for someone to say you're going to earn this money. What are you going to do to earning that money? What is the system in place to helping you earning that money? This is the system to helping you earning that money. And you know what is good? Why I don't get carried away with recruiters is that their team is not always solid. Most times they do the whole work. They can talk. We can allow them room to train other people. And because they want that instant result, they want to do it themselves. And this is the bad news. No matter how much you earn, if you look down your team, like today you were paid, some of you earn over £1 million naira, some of you earn over 500 million or 500,000. How many people in your team also earn? Because friends, you don't have a business yet. If you are the only one making the whole money and your downline are not earning, sorry, you don't have a business yet. I'm very sorry, you don't have a business yet. You must endeavor to be sure that as you are making money, your leaders are making money. And that is to say that you're not using case science formula to build. You are building the business on a simple system that they can follow and succeed. And I do say that there are 5 things you must look out for. The approach you are using to build, is it simple? Is it doable? Is it duplicable? Is it sustainable? In fact, in between doable and duplicable is teachable. Can you teach someone else that system? Is it something that will only work for you? You can be a good, you know that people that naturally they can close anybody. How many people in your team knows that concept? Why most people don't go for network marketing is because these 5 things I've just mentioned, these 5 key formulas or principles are not in their own strategy. It's your own strategy. You can travel. You can leave your house in the morning and come back late in the night. You can move, travel, no issue. Your wife understands you. Your husband understands you can travel. But what happened to another man who may not be able to travel, or another woman who may not be able to travel like you do? How can they still succeed? That's the question you need to answer. What system are you building with? Is it simple? Simple means anybody can do it, so it's doable. Doable means it's teachable because it's simple that you were taught and you could do it. So is it teachable? Teachable means because it's teachable, anybody can do it, then it will be sustained. My concern I have is I see people that make big money in network marketing, but their formula cannot be copied. Their style cannot work for everybody. And I want to challenge you from today, change your style. Do you know why we have a continent or a country where network marketing has been around for over 30 years now? But on top of your fingers, you can really count 10 people you know that are living that life through network marketing. You can really count 10. It's because we don't have a system. What we have currently can be tagged as survival of the fittest. If you are not strong, you won't go too far. And that's why I want to tell you, it doesn't work here. In Igoglobal, we saw that gap, and that was why we created this system. So the first condition is become a member, a community citizen, join our republic. I'm going to use a very low package in this case study. That's why I'm aligning it. You can see that 51,000. What is possible to how do you become mate? Even if you are playing the lowest part, we are not selling that, but we are just, when you're talking to people, we want to show them a formula, you should make it look simple. What do you do next after someone has joined, even with that least part, 51,000? The second thing we advise the person to do is to stop and stop. Let me shock you. One of the things is that many of our leaders have never once sat down and read for the people that have never read one book. Back, that mentoring you. Who is your teacher? Who is your coach? Whoever get there? Because a life made man, nothing like that. Men that claim to be self-made are either they are living or they are still suffering. Because as far as this life is concerned, collectively nothing you are doing that someone else has not done. If you have the wisdom of identifying who has done it, you can save time and energy in getting their kind of result in a shorter time. Practical case study is our brothers in the East. They have a system to serve someone else and understudy the person how to do a certain business, maybe sell electronic, sell furniture for 3-5 years. And after 5 years, they settle the person. The person also goes and get established. And that's why you see today, there's poverty in Nigeria, but an average Easterner is not standard like it is like in some part, maybe in the north, because almost good chunk of people that can see how it's not about education now, it's about planning for their future. Because there's one thing I've learned: money does not recognize language. Yes, if you have money, even if you can't speak English, you can still marry the most beautiful woman as a rich man. I'm telling you the truth. You can still be respected and be celebrated if you have money. And then if you now add education, good, that makes you, that one is good for us not to speak English. But the education you need to make wealth in life, to create wealth, is not the type that some of us. That one makes slave of the people that understand. When you say lawyer succeeding, you're like, because he's a lawyer. There are other books he read outside law books. The other training is having outside law school that was not taught in school. And that's why here I want to personally beg your indulgence. Don't do it otherwise. Please, for the first time, invest. If you don't want to see also to struggling, you may be making money, but you are working too hard. And get this book and read them. Stop there and read them. Force yourself to read them. If you have been out of school, even in school, you were not a reading time. You find a way to bribe yourself through, and you got the result. In life, you can't bribe life through. There are certain sacrifices you can't bribe through. You need to pay the price. One of them in this space is that these are manuals written by voices in this industry. You can't escape them. If you don't read GoPro, there are mistakes you will make. You know why some of you tiny things easily tiny error, tiny mistake, thing. You don't understand this. That is a system. It takes a lot because a lot of sacrifice is going to go into it. To build a system takes a lot. I was listening to the story of Money Point. Money Point now is said to be doing an average of 800 million transactions in a day. That's the Money Point. Almost went down in their first 2 years. To build a solid system is not here. But the good news is, with determination, you will. With constant growth, bracing to seeking knowledge on how well to doing things, you will sell through. Here, if what you need in this industry is beyond car and house, I recommend these 3 books for you. Let me even shock you. You may be thinking you have money. The day you reach that point that you just discover you are a very poor man, just that you still have some money in your account or still have something that makes you feel you are rich. The day you reach that point and you fail to answer one question, how do you make your money? If your way of making money depends on you or depends on few people, you are just a poor man about going somewhere to happen. For you to say you have secured your financial future, it doesn't have to do with how many landed properties you have. It doesn't have to do with how many business money you have in your account. Because you can have problem and sell a land. You used to have it before, but you don't have it again. But the secret of people that can't go down is that they have succeeded in building a system that keeps making money out for them. Even if they have lost everything they got before, they have a system that recreates it for them again. Reach that point that will create you. This book, once your child clock 5 years and start reading, all of them should have copies. No child will read this book and be poor in life because they will make right decision. 45-second presentation helps you not to start clapping hands when you bring a downline that can recruit the whole of Lagos in 1 month. This one helps you not to be too excited because the mere fact that they can recruit may be another reason why they can't stay too long. That is the bad news. The mere fact that they can recruit is another reason why they will not stay too long in any business. Anything can get them easily pissed off. They can easily move to another one. The reason is simple. They can recruit. They are recruiters. It doesn't take them anything. They can recruit, and some of them, they will tell you what you want to hear to convince you to join them. And once anything happens, they move to another one. It doesn't take them nothing to move. It's not about them. It's about the exposure, the information they are running their life, their businesses with. And until they have a certain superior information about what they are doing, nothing will change. You will only sit there and get angry and get pissed about them. It's not about them. They are running, there's a software that is running them. But the day you read that book, you can now understand. When you have such a downline coming to you, or you are one of such person, you now know what to do for yourself. Because you have a tendency to easily be distracted. Reason being that it's like a woman that feels she's beautiful. She's beautiful. There's a tendency for her. I mean, many she starts because she always be she's beautiful. Men talks to me. The point I'm making, you recruit, you have a problem, and that problem can be cured by that book. Grow industry to be successful, and GoPro expose you to 7 skills. It's not enough to just talk. You need to have what you are saying for events. When someone has come for an event, you want to tell them how to follow them up, how to close them, how to help them to get started. It will teach you the art of presenting the product. This thing will make you look very, 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 become a different human being. After reading these 3 books, you will come to understand this next page. Normally, when one has come on board, you're supposed to let them know that they are in for themselves. This is where some of us misses it. There are some of us that cajole people to join. You lobby them to join. Bros, sometimes when you lobby them to join, you may lobby them to stay. You may have to do everything for them. But I want to beg you.
I'm not,
I
I
don't know
don't
if it
know.
works for you good, but I want to beg you today. Don't beg people to join you on this journey. Give them reason to join you. And I want to ask somebody, you are coming to talk to me to join you, and you're saying you are the first person that told me about the business. Give me one reason, one, aside from you being the first person to join you. Why you want me to join this? Because you know me. If I join you, I will bring my clout, I'll bring my energy, I'll bring my skill to making it work. And when it works for me, it works for you. So you've gotten a leg. What do I benefit? How does me joining you help me to succeed in this business? Are you getting it? If I join you, it helps you. How does me joining you help me? This is where the problem lies. If I join you, it helps you. But how does me joining you helps me? And until you answer that question, nobody is entitled to you. We're not discussing birthday here. It's not a private event. We're talking business. I have the right to decide who I want to work with. 10 people can talk to me. I can give audience to 10 people. But I have the right to decide, okay, from my analysis, Emeka is the right guy. Asukwo knows what he's doing. If I work with Asukwo, I can also, because if you refuse to develop, to grow yourself, to have substance, if you open your mouth, you can say something that can make someone that has gone beyond hunger, working for Tommy, to listen to you, to follow you. Because everybody is looking forward to lead them. Are you a leader? That's the question I want to ask you. Are you a leader? It's not enough to tell me, if you join me, I will come and be presenting, I will be doing presentation for you. I can register you free. I will give you 10 accounts free. It's not enough for you to make me those offers. What if those things, I don't need them? Is it not better for me to borrow money and start the business than you registering me free so that I will be your downline? If I can do my presentation, so what else? What do I need you for? What can I learn from you? What can my team learn from you? Can you mentor me? Can you coach me? How can you make my journey easier? Maybe I've succeeded in the past, but I succeeded through hard work, through struggle. How can my journey you? What have you done that can help me? What will I do? Are you getting it? That's where we are coming. Please, the era of Nami tell you face is gone. In case you didn't know, it's long gone. The new generational networkers now, the Gen Z networkers now, they follow value. And that's why I want to challenge you. Sit down and grow. Invest in yourself. Go and follow people that have substance to show in this phase. Eric Warren has stuff to show. Don Feller has stuff to show. Orton Box has stuff to show. Jim Rohn has stuff to show. Eric Thomas has stuff to show. There are people that are made that have achieved stuff in this industry that you can follow and you will not miss your way. Some of them own private jets, not one, not two, not three. Some of them in this industry. You can't listen to a man that owns a private jet telling you about how to do the same thing he did, and you still do it in a way of car award. What are you talking about? This man doesn't go to the airport. Some of them in the US, they have a mini airport. They call it airstrips in their compound. They fly from their houses to anywhere they are going. In their compound, they have airstrips. The face in Nigeria is what they just approved for Canaan land. In their compound, they fly from their compound to where they are going. If you read a book written by such a person on how you use this same opportunity to become wealthy, your brain, all those blockages on your mental pipe, those things that obstruct your brain from reasoning well will be removed. All those veil on your eyes will be removed. You suddenly know that though it may seem things are hard here, but that with dignity, you can create a new life for yourself. We normally welcome you on board. And for me, if you fail to do this thing, you are going to do a lot. You're going to do a lot of work. Why do we welcome them? Why do we tell them welcome on board? We congratulate them for making this decision so that is to shift responsibility to them. I'm an angel sent to change your life, change to you to bring you this opportunity. I'm not responsible for your success. No. We congratulate them for making this groundbreaking decision. This is the most crucial training you're going to have to equip you with the necessary tools and information understanding you need to succeed. But if you succeed in this business, it is going to be you that make that success happen. And if you fail, it will be wrong to blame me for the failure. Because you're going to be the difference between success and failure. But however, I, as your upline, and the company you are partnered with will provide a system, a roadmap, a blueprint, tools that will help you succeed. But there's something I learned again. Why people don't go far is that their dream was small from the start. If I ask you right now on this call, what is your 12-month dream? What is your goal for 12 months of being in this business? What will you answer? What is your 20 months, 24, 2 years goal? 1 year goal. What is your 1 year goal? What is your 90 days goal of being in this business? What is your 6 months goal? What is your 1 year? What is your 12 months? What is your 2 years goal? What is your 5 years goal in this business? The reason is simple. If you fail to get it right, it's going to be a trouble. When you sit down and get your goal right and sort out your why, what will it feel for you achieving that goal? Maybe a certain income bracket. What will it mean for you achieving that goal? Like me, I really desire to build clinics, medical centers in villages. That's one thing that is pumping my heart. Bomb. Just want to build medical centers in villages. I want to build schools in the villages. In the villages. In the villages. I want to get to a level where I can provide electricity for some villages. Electricity. Do it as a project. Maybe solar energy or something for some communities. So that is why, my dream is not in the realm of billions. I have never for one day aspired to be a billionaire. You are a poor man if you're a billionaire in Nigeria. If you are aspiring to make money, aspire to make real money. At least let's talk trillion. When you are having a concept, your mind is attuned to trillion becomes normal. You reason abnormal, you do things abnormally. That's a fact. Now, one of the reasons you need to understand this principle we are showing you is that it's going to help you come up with a simple blueprint for your growth. The first thing that we said is that you need to stop and study and understand what you're doing. Please don't do Igoglobal like Forever Living. Don't do Igoglobal like JNLD. It may not work for you. Understand Igoglobal vision. It's like our doctrine. It's like our concept. Understand where we are going. Understand our plan. What is unique about us. It's not enough to give. We have to change to like we are not them. We have the right to also be us. We don't need to change to resemble another before we will succeed. No. There are many banks in this country that are succeeding with their own system. There are many churches in this country that they are big in their own system. There are many hospitals, different names, they are succeeding. There are many schools, different names, they are succeeding. You need to have your own vision. We have our own vision, our own problem we are out to solve. The summary of it is, you see this thing you find on this screen. If you master these skills, you're unstoppable. And your team is unstoppable. First is you need to make a name list. Don't start building business in random. Now we are planning an event in Ibadan. It's not when you pick up a phone, you check, who do I know in Ibadan? Who do I know in Ibadan? Make a guest name. If you are organizing a party, you want to do your 40th birthday party, you make a guest list. You begin to talk, okay, I want the governor to come. I want my senator's friend to come. I want my old school friends to come. You make a name list. Some of them may be overseas. You plan along. You give them ample time to plan and come over to celebrate with you. This business name and name list. But pay attention to the details. There's a place we have product prospect, and there's a place we have business prospect, and there's a place you can think both. The idea of following this sequence is show that the person you need to only focus on telling them about product. Don't go and waste your energy and be talking about business. Start with product. When the product penetrate them, business will happen. The one you know right now is struggling paying student school fees. But they don't have, they are sick, but they have money, they don't have health. The only thing they are looking for now in this life that matters to them is health, good health. But there are another quadrant of people that have the whole health, but they are broke, they are poor, they have time, they have health, but they don't have money. The only conversation that interests them is money. There are some that don't have time, but they have money. They don't have time, they have money, and they have health, but no time to enjoy it. If you are showing them a business like this, show them a system that can later take them to a time freedom zone. That is the only thing that matters to them. They have money, they are healthy. Your product may not mean much to them, but show them that there's a business you are doing. That in 3 years, 3 to 5 years, they can get to a level where they will making this AYZ income if they follow. Then you begin to engage your prospect. That book will teach you what to do here. Engage your leader in converting them to your truth as team builder, as consumers in your community. The third thing we do from the list, conversion. Don't make the mistake of wanting to be the one that start and finish conversion process. There is what we call profile form. Each of these persons should be put on a form, and you begin to write some things about them, who they are. Okay, this one is a lawyer, a very doing well lawyer. He makes an average of maybe 1 billion in a year. He lives in Banana Island. His children are all schooling overseas. If I need to know what I'm going to tell the person to be interested, he's already made in a way. But if you give me someone another name, this one is a branch manager of a bank, he's just living behind bills. His children is struggling to pay his bills. If I'm talking to a branch manager of a bank, I know what to say. He's living on paycheck. Some of them are need to do some amount to make money to sustain their lifestyle. In the market, labor market, he's looking for a job. And he can't feed his family. Things are rough. If I'm to talk to the guy, I know what to say. That's why you do a profiling of a prospect. That's it. You engage your leader in the conversion process. I think one of these days, we're going to also do a special training on conversion of your name list to either consumers in your team or business partners. And then the next thing is, some of the conversion process can be a 3-way call, a private Zoom meeting, invitation to a seminar, a big seminar like what is happening in Ibadan, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Lagos, Kano, and other places. Or maybe an invitation to our weekly Zoom meeting or physical seminar. The idea is to give them exposure to be able to make a decision. But one exposure doesn't fit everybody. Don't carry someone that is settled in years to 5 to building this business with you. And the next thing is, we say be sure that the fourth thing you do, get committed to studying. Get committed to a new skill that will help your business to go well. Every day, be willing to learn a new skill. Be willing to learn something new that will help your business to skyrocket. And thereafter, I'm here to show you what happened to your business. Normally, we start by letting you know that these 4 steps are the step you move. You've seen the first step say, what do you do? Become a member, stop and study, pick 2 partners, not 2 downlines, and then continue in mentorship and growing yourself. In conclusion, I'm showing you a simple plan. The plan says that if you get on board on month 1 week 1, and you buy those books, you study them, you understand the formula, you attend our training, and month 1 week 2, what you do next is you try as much as you can from the name list you have made, and you pick the right guys, because when you make the name list and you have read the book, you know the right people to go for. Your duties from the long list you have, 50 prospects for product, 50 prospects for business, we need a minimum of 2 that says, I'm ready to join you and build for the next 2 years without looking back. And when these 2 have come on board with you, they are month 1 week 3. These 2 must undergo the training, the same cycle you went through. You must be sure they go through that cycle. By month 1 week 4, be sure that those 2 guys that came on board also duplicate and bring their 2. That will be 6. Month 2, week 1. Let those 4 that join month 1, week 4 stop and study the system, read the books, attend the trainings, do the book review. Month 2, week 2, let those 4 bring their 2. That will be 8. Month 2, week 3, let those 8 stop and study the system you went through. Month 2, week 4, let those 8 also bring their 2. That will be 16. 16 plus 8 is 24. Month 3, week 1, let those 16 stop and study. Month 3, week 2, let those 16 duplicate 2 minimum. That will be 32. Month 3, week 3, let those 32 stop and study. Month 3, week 4, let those 32 duplicate. That will be 64. 64 plus 32, that is 96. If the system is followed, by your 4th month, single month, about 484 people will join your team. And in place of just 4 months, your team will have grown to about 510 people. If the system is followed down, in 8 months, your team will have grown to about 131,000 people. You know what makes it so juicy? Everybody does little. The system compound the effort and bring massive results. What you see on the screen is the revenue that will come. This calculation is still based on 51,000. 6 times 51 is 360, as 306. That's 51 times 6 is 306. This calculation is based on 51,000. If the system is followed, month 1, 6,000. Month 2, 1.2. By 6 months, 300 million single month business volume is guaranteed. By your 8 months, over 5 billion business volume is guaranteed. And within a space of 8 months, your team will have generated about 6.6 billion business volume. The problem of a small business owner is that he doesn't use wisdom to build. That is the main problem a small business owner has. He doesn't build with wisdom. So he gets stuck in a place. Big businesses have big business plan. If that happens, this is what is in need in that 8 months for binary commission for you. And if that happens, this is what is in need by the 20th month from Unilevel for you. This one is just everybody. These are coming on board. They are buying 100 cartons in a go, 300 cartons at a go, and it's going to be one of buy 1,000 cartons, 2,000 cartons. When that volume comes in, you know what the impact that will have. Some of you will be making maybe 3 years from today. And when you follow this system, award becomes something that happened. Just imagine the volume here. If you take a look here, by your 8 months, you're already having a volume of what? A volume of what? About 700. If you add the total volume, it's crazy here. I'm going to do that for you to see. The total volume here is almost 1 million volume. Take a look at the awards. Take a look at the award. It means by the time this system is followed, your team, you will have dusted rounds. Almost every month, you are qualifying for an award. Almost every month, you are qualifying for an award. My assignment tonight was to help you see a simple way of doing it and doing it well. I need you to know that we are not just another network company. We're a company with a vision, with a blueprint, with a system to make it happen. And what's my advice? You've been here for 10 years, so nobody can really teach you anything serious. You know almost everything. But I want to crave your indulgence. Please give us a chance. I'm begging you from my heart. Give us a chance. Please prioritize this training we are doing. I build network to a level of making money without stress. I'm one guy that don't sign up people free. You don't know that part of me. I don't have history of registering people free in my career. But I always have leaders Two, what people really need are leaders for them to follow. Choose to become that leader. And do you know what? This approach we are talking about here, you're not going to be the one doing the whole work. I have once overworked, so I know what I'm talking about. Downlines can use you. Downlines can use you. You can be in Kachafin Cha. You can be in Kaduna doing seminar. Your downline is at home enjoying with their spouses. Because you are the upline, you must go. They cannot present, you are the one to go and present. How you want to sign up people, teach them how to do their registrations, teach them how to clear their product. For you. The question is, how many people can you do presentation for in a week? You have your life to live. How many people can you present for in a week? So it's better from the starting point of looking for a downline, go for quality. How come we choose who to marry well? We choose who to employ well. But when it comes to network, we choose anybody. Why didn't you marry anybody and just hope you would change? Why didn't you employ anybody and just hope you will learn, you will be good? You got it right in marriage. You got it right in employment. And when you employ for any reason and the person is not who you really thought it was, what do? You move on, you look for somebody better that will do your job. But in network, it's not the case. Why should you choose to go for the right guys against anybody? Monkey see, monkey do. It is easier for a downline that started with presidential to bring other members of presidential to bring money. Does what? Close together. This is where I stop for tonight. I just want to let you know that we mean you well here. When we change the plan, some of you complain. There's no money again. There's no money. What you saw happening today, somebody earning up to 500,000 single week, 2 million single week, or 1 point something, 500 something, is just the beginning of what is to come. We are going to spoil you with money. Just be patient. You are going to make money here. I'm not joking. And I mean everything I'm saying. Money is coming. Maybe it's wrong to say money is coming. Money has come. But since we know we have a system that will make you money, is why we're asking you stay and study to give your leadership that is required to building a conglomerate for yourself. All right, we meet again on Wednesday. Wednesday is when we bring in prospects to talk about our business, the product, the system. Friday is when we dedicate just for business, for product. Only product is what we discuss on Friday. Then Saturday is when we talk about now you've joined, what you need to do. And we break down the composition plan from the phase where we pay to the last where we pay. That's what we do on Saturdays by 8 p.m. Please join us and learn more. By the way, we're launching out. Our first event is happening next week, or this week, Saturday, pardon me, in Ibadan. It's going to be massive. You'll see the video out in a while. It's going to be massive, never like it before. We paid for one of the base event center, UI Conference Center, one of the base conference centers in town. It's going to be massive. Trust me, you don't want to miss that event. And you don't want, if you can, please come, join us as we are going. And even if you're not going there, maybe your place is far, be sure you send in people to be there. You must be represented. Ibadan will be massive. We're opening up that market through that event. And as we finish Ibadan on 22nd, on the 24th, we are starting a massive training for who we consider as our global brand ambassadors and trainers. We are commencing a massive training. Please join us in that training to learning how this thing is done. The people that we are training there will become people that can be sent to other countries to go and represent Igoglobal, sent to other states to go and represent Igoglobal. It's going to be a week-long training, Monday to Friday. Then on the Saturday, being the 1st of March, we're going to have a practical goal-setting seminar to helping you understand what we have and how to getting there by setting the right goal for yourself. And thereafter, the upper week, Port Harcourt event. I think that is going to be on the 8th, Port Harcourt event. and then on the 15th or thereabout, Abuja, and then the upper one, Kano, and then we move from there. And of course, other countries are coming on board. Ghana is looking up, Cameroon is looking up, South Africa is looking up, and work is ongoing. And then we are starting state-to-state mega events in the second quarter. And by the way, our anniversary is coming up in April. Something big is by the corner. I don't want to say more than that. I just want to say thank you for being part of this vision and thank you for believing in it. God bless you. This is where I stop. Mr. Manuel, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, sir. Awesome one. Awesome as always. Please join me to really appreciate the CEO for the powerful insight. I tell you that the Monday session is not a session you want to play with. It's a place that you want to be with your entire team. Please join me and appreciate the CEO for that one. Thank you so much, sir, for that delivery. It's indeed an awesome